Welcome to a brand new run for a brand new game of TVGP's We Roguelike It. This time we are talking about Dungeon Clawler. I'm your host, Boston, playing this on the PlayStation 5, joined as always by Moonpier.
Howdy, playing this on Series X.
Just to describe this game very quickly, it's a roguelike deck builder, except all the cards you're pulling, you're actually pulling them out of items out of a claw machine. And that's pretty much whatever you pull out is what you play. Which
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing starting this game immediately, I was pretty surprised that there's no tutorial at all, unless I like somehow started the game with an option of not doing a tutorial. But I kind of appreciated the game was like, no, it's a claw machine. Like, you know what this is about. Just, just,
No, I think maybe it gives you like 2 or 3 pieces of like text and that's it.
yeah. So I know we kind of celebrate good tutorials in roguelikes a lot. But I think this is one of those times where it didn't really have one, and I was kind of okay with it because you know how to grab stuff with the claw, and then everything that you have like in your deck or the character sheet you have or the enemies you're fighting, there's just buttons on the screen of like, hey man, hit R1 and you can see all of the stuff that the enemies.
I was gonna say, yeah, like all of the symbols on the screen, all of the symbols in the machine, all of the status buffs, debuffs,
Yep.
like it has a pull-up menu for every single thing in there, and you can see it, read it, and understand exactly what it is.
Yep. And a lot of them are really clear of like, this enemy intends to attack you, and it has a 14. It says it will do 14 damage. It's like, okay, great. Like that makes an incredible amount of sense. Or like, this enemy is preparing to cast a spell, and it will heal them for 15 health. It's like, okay, great. Like, I don't even have to wonder about what does this icon mean. Oh, they're gonna summon
Mhm.
like another unit. It's like, okay, great. Now I know that, and I'm happy that the game just told me outright. Which I know is a low bar, but we've played some stuff where it's like, I'm playing this for 20 hours. I still have no idea what that means. Okay, let's keep going. Um,
Yep.
so I appreciate that. I also really appreciate. I wasn't sure the majority of what you would see from this game in like the pre-release materials was the claw machine stuff. I actually didn't realize it has this kind of top-down dungeon, like
The
minimal,
maze
like
thing.
dungeon crawling sort of thing in between fights. I think works out really well. I think that's a really fun. You're largely kind of just making decisions on what path you want to take and like what stores you do and don't want to go into. So it's not the most like complicated thing you can do, but it's fun. Like, it's a fun element in the game of like, okay, which path are you going to take? Do you need a transmute store and a discard card store, or do you want to go for like
Yep.
healing and
A
a
claw
different boss battle?
and yeah, or like the claw machine thing.
Mm-hmm.
The not the like the lottery thing or
Oh yeah, like the slot
the
machines and the
yes.
like big spinny thing where it looks kind of like a gumball machine where you're getting items
Yep.
dropping out of it. There's a lot of cool systems in here that I think
Mm-hmm.
are I've only seen kind of the surface of them, but it's one of those games you go into and you're like, okay, it's a lot like Racoin, where you're like, okay, it's a coin pusher, haha, great. And then you go into it and you're like, oh no, this is like a much deeper
Much more
game than I
in
was
depth.
expecting. There's a lot more. Once I was starting to get like water filling up my machine and then turning it into hot chocolate or poison water and then using that with other items to
Uh-huh.
inflict poison on the enemies. I was like, okay, this game's got something going on here, and I think that is pleasantly surprising.
I can already as well see the build options coming in
Mm-hmm.
too, based on like what the awards you can get are.
Oh, sure.
Like there's definitely a build in there where you overload the thing with fluff and like you do more
Right.
damage the more fluff you have, or
Right.
the fluff has effects of the water that it's in, so you can do like poison water, turn the fluff to poison attacks, that kind of
Yep.
stuff.
I had a run
Um,
where the fluff, for anyone that's not playing, fluff is just like the extra non-item stuff that's in the machine. Um, I had one where each piece of fluff healed me for 1 HP. And I was like, okay, that's great. And I think it was the run where I had a fan that was in there that was like blowing stuff up and out of the machine into like the
into the
part,
chute.
yeah, into the chute where you get stuff. And I was like, all right, this is you're starting to get something here that's pretty fun, I think. Um, and then I think I had you were watching me stream this when I had the realization of I think it's the second character, the one that has the magnet
The magnet,
claw. And
yes.
then I had the same realization that you had typed in chat at the same time of like, oh, this thing only picks up metal items. And I'm in picking up like cloth and wood items, not realizing what that meant before. Oh, and now I realize I can transmute these items into metal, the items that have the metal attribute on them, and then all of the
Uh-huh.
magnets will grab all of that stuff no matter what they are. And I was like, okay,
And suddenly you're picking up wooden shields with the magnet
yep.
and
And like,
everything else.
yeah, and I was like, okay, now I'm starting to see what some of these, and I only played for I think 2 hours and change this week, and already being able to see some of those synergies and some of those plays this early felt really good. We've played some games where it's like you're 10 hours in. I'm like, I still haven't transmuted anything. What is this? What do I care if I'm turning this wood
I
item in a
was
glass?
so confused. I literally had no idea what the transmute was for the longest time because I have only done a run with the first character. I haven't actually played anything with the second character yet,
Mm-hmm.
but it was seeing you play it, and I did read his description, but then as soon as you watch color, as soon as you were like, oh, it's a magnet, it picks up the metal, I was like, oh,
You're
oh,
like, wait
now
a
I see why
minute.
the transmute.
Mm-hmm.
Now I see the beauty
Yep.
of this.
And that feels really good. Like I think we
I
don't
also wonder
always see that.
if you can use that to make things of a material that floats if you're gonna do like a water build.
Right.
So like the weapons traditionally float below everything else because they're slightly heavier.
Right.
So I wonder if you could transmute them into a lighter material and then use that to have them float to the top
Yep.
of like a water kind of build.
And that's really exciting even this early on is like being able to see that stuff the possibilities of that stuff early. We're like,
Yes.
"Oh, okay. I can maybe break this game a little bit in kind of a fun way." Um I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
What was the furthest you made it? Because I'm pretty sure I made it to the final floor on one run, but I chose to do the secret door.
Okay, I did not. I have made it to the final floor, and I made it to the final boss. I wasn't able to open the secret door, but I'm 99% sure the three items that I need to unlock them because I had one item filled in. It was the grandma's, the like the bag, the like handbag,
Hmm.
and I'm like, okay, well, there's also dentures and an ID that's in the machine, so I'm gonna guess I probably need all three. Um,
Yes, you do. And did you
uh,
notice what their effects were, by the way?
no, I didn't.
They make it harder. The grandma's
Oh.
person, like I think it gives enemies like plus 20% HP.
Oh, jeez.
I think
Okay.
the teeth make them do plus 20% damage. And it's like,
Bro, come on. I
bro.
just picked it up as a joke. Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm.
I did make it to the final boss, and I was doing really, really, really well, and I got the boss down to like less than 100 health, and it just smacked me around in one hit. I basically
Yep.
like
So that is my only complaint so far is the bosses in this feel tough.
they do feel very
Real
tough, yeah.
tough.
And
I will say the secret door enemy uses the claw machine
okay,
too.
that's great. I think my only not frustration, but like learning opportunity for a lot of the bosses is trying to figure out when they're going to do big attacks or being better about trying to balance doing damage and building up your defense when you really need to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good at that quite yet, and I feel like that's probably going to be the thing that's going to make or break a lot of runs. Is like, oh yeah, this enemy says they're going to do 27 damage on this turn. This is not the turn to go offensive. This is a turn to pick up as many shields as you can. Try and pick up like one big shield just by itself if you can, like that sort of stuff. And hopefully
Yeah.
that'll do better. What else did you see in this week that you think is notable? I feel like we're missing
I
something.
mean, I really like the mechanics so far.
Yep.
I like the fact that you can the slot, not the slot machine, but the spinny wheel ones. There's a lot of just skip this thing and give me my rewards kind of
Yep.
thing, which I really quite like that as an efficiency kind of thing.
I do too.
Um,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of mechanics in here that we haven't even scratched on, and like that's part of a problem. Is
Mm-hmm.
like I there's a lot to do here, and I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, like also I've unlocked I think it's like 6 or 7 characters already, and I've only played as
Yep,
the
same.
first two. So like there's
I haven't even done anything more than the first one.
yeah, like there's kind of a lot in here that I'm pretty excited about that personally. Just to kind of see what else is in here, but I'm also like a little bit not overwhelmed, but a little bit of like, oh, there's kind of way more content in this than I was really expecting. Um, whether all of it is good or not, I'm not quite
Remains to be
sure yet,
seen.
but
Yeah.
we'll see that over this next month. All right, any final thoughts here for our first week of Dungeon Clawler?
No, it seems pretty good so far. Like I've
Yeah,
enjoyed being able to just sit there, and it doesn't require a whole lot of thought, which I'm enjoying so far. It's just like, yeah, go go go.
yep. And the claw does feel like that kind of loose, swingy. Sometimes stuff is flying out of it when you. That's the one
Yes.
you wanted to pick up, like that. That
Please
still
tell
feels
me
good.
you made. Please tell me you made a clip of the time that you just clipped the entire left side of the machine and didn't pick anything up when you were playing it.
I mean, that happened quite a few times, so that that was one of my favorite things too. Is like using magnets on magnets to pull up like you said half of the machine. And then I make it over to the chute
Mhm.
and it bonks onto the wall of the chute and just dumps all of it back in the machine. It's like, okay, okay, cool. Thanks for that. I guess that's a claw machine. Um, but yeah, hopefully everyone is playing Dungeon Clawler along with us. If you are, hopefully you're enjoying it, and we'll see you all next run. Bye.
Boy.